Hello guys, today we have a very special meat to cook, a whole
Hello
tomahawk
there.
steak that's been dry aged around 45 days. Now this has been one of my culinary dreams to cook such a humongous steak that looks so cartoonish. It looks like one of those pieces of meat in Tom and Jerry or the Flintstones that just begs to be eaten. But enough talking, let's discuss strategy on this thing. First of all, we need to understand something when cooking such a big piece of meat. To get it to a perfect medium rare or even rare, the only safe way to do it is to use an innovative method that has been promoted by Kenji Lopez Alt. And that method is reverse searing. Now what is reverse searing, you might ask? Well, reverse searing means that we will cook the steak at a very low temperature in the oven. This technique allows us to get a perfect medium rare or rare from edge to edge with a very thin crust as pointed out by Kenji. It's a relatively new technique having been created around the 2000 that revolutionized cooking meat. Okay, enough chit chat. I know that you might be skeptical as to why this would work or how foolproof this matter is, because with cooking meat this expensive, even for the home cook that makes it the first time, it needs to turn out perfect. The trick to this matter is, you guessed it, temperature. Even if you have a cheap cooking thermometer, you can avoid any mistakes that could happen. Again, any thermometer that is sold for cooking is good. We don't need to waste money on anything fancy. Mine was 15 euros from a random cooking shop in a mall, but you can find them much cheaper at around 10 euros, and I will leave some links in the description. First thing first, we need to season our steak with salt and pepper, and we need to be generous. The more you massage the seasoning in, the better the taste and the end result. Spread it on all sides and don't leave any unseasoned spots because the sauce needs to penetrate inside the meat and give it flavor. Next, we're gonna put it on a wire rack and into the oven it goes. We'll cook it at 115 Fahrenheit or 45-6 degrees Celsius for 25 to 30 minutes, and the internal temperature that we are looking for should be 135 degrees Fahrenheit or 54 degrees Celsius. It's important to add here that 1 or 2 degrees is not a big deal, but if you want the perfect steak, try to stay in the range. Now it's done and out of the oven, looking kinda depressed at the moment, but we will change that. As you can see, mine is at a nice 55 degrees Celsius. We can start with the fire now. Since this is such a big piece of meat, we have to cook it on the grill since I don't have a big enough pan or stove. I recommend you build a pile of wood the same as I do here because it's the fastest way to light the fire, building a tower and putting something dry in the middle that you light on fire. Now our goal is to reach an internal temperature of 45 degrees Celsius to 50 degrees Celsius for a medium rare, and we need to do this on the coolest part of the grill. Unfortunately, my phone stopped working because of the heat and I had to restart it. After we solved the technical problems, we moved the steak on the hottest part and grilled around 1 minute on each side to create some nice crispiness and caramelization on the meat, achieving a nice Maillard effect. The steak is finally done and I get to use my new massive cutting board to cut this piece of meat. We need to move fast to not let the meat cool down. The first thing we have to do is to detach the meat from the bone, making it clean as a cut we can. We just have to follow the bone using a sharp knife and the meat will come right off because it is so tender. We cut the first 2 pieces that are mostly fat and save them for my dog. We'll much appreciate it, and then we can go to town cutting this amazing steak. As you can imagine, it was an amazing steak. It was unique compared to any other steak that I had eaten before, being so flavorful and juicy. I could really taste the beef flavor and the grill only enhanced the flavor. The best part was that it melted in your mouth. Now for plating for this meat, I decided to make it as simple as possible and as elegant as I could with a white plate and a few microgreens, and I think it looks fabulous. Next week, I will show you how to make an amazing mushroom risotto, so don't forget to subscribe and like to not miss anything. Till next time, keep spreading those kitchen smiles and happy cooking.